Hello, my name is Karen Hughes. In this session, we're going to discuss how to create a correlation analysis for performance versus KPI data in BMC TrueSight capacity optimization. There are many different correlation analyses that you can create, but this session is going to purely focus on looking at some type of measured data against some type of KPI. We call this a performance versus load, PLA, correlation analysis. We're not going to be looking at time series data. In essence, what you're doing is looking at two types of data, a KPI as well as measured data or performance metric, and put them on a graph together to see how they are influencing each other, if they are or if they're not. The intent here is to try and understand if there is a linear correlation between both of those two entities or both of those two metrics. So let's take a look in the solution as to how we can actually do this. Okay, now that we're in the solution, we can log on and we'll navigate to the workspace where we're going to make sure that there are both systems and business drivers in our domain. We have to navigate to the works area so we can go add analysis, which will launch an analysis wizard that will help step us through the creation of building a performance versus load analysis, or PLA. Then we're going to select the appropriate time resolution or time filter for our data that's going to be correlated, and we can name it whatever we want, etc. Once we execute the analysis, it's going to generate a graph for each business driver that's in our domain against CPU utilization of all the different systems in the domain. So you can see all the different correlation graphs that look like scatter plots. And if we select one, you'll see that on the left we have CPU utilization for one of the entities, and along the bottom we'll have the various business KPIs associated with that particular system. If we click on the correlation map, you'll actually see all of the different entities and the CPU utilization accordingly against all the 4 different business KPIs that are in our domain. This correlation map allows you to specify which graphs you want to create, as well as goes through and tells you whether or not there are any types of correlation between them, as well as the sample size, etc. We click on Analyze, it'll actually generate those numbers for us, so we can see clearly which ones are correlated, whether they're positive or negatively correlated, as well as how correlated they are. In addition, you can click on the Edit button, and we can actually add trend lines to identify whether or not there is a correlation for these particular entities and KPIs. And what this does is, in essence, it's going to draw a line on the graph to help show whether or not there is some type of correlation between those two entities. So that's pretty much how you create a correlation in this particular solution. And that concludes this module in the BMC TrueSight Capacity Optimization How-To video series. I want to thank you for your time and look forward to you listening to other how-to videos as part of the series in the future. Thanks and have a great day.